Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Sarah Crilley, returning from maternity leave. Mackenzie Kate is 6 weeks old. She's such a cute little squish. I actually brought her and my daughter, Kaylee Jane, into the studio. We did a fun little fun social media post with Real News, and so excited to bring them in the studio. Mackenzie Kate was 3 weeks old. She's now 6 weeks old, and here I am back in the studio. And I couldn't wait to get started back with Talk of the Town with one of my very good friends and also the president of the Greater Keller Chamber of Commerce, Miss Beverly Dixon. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm really excited to be here today, and I'm very excited to be your first guest.
Yay, we're back. It is springtime, and it's raining outside, and we're just all the spring vibes. But this will be an evergreen show that is talking about things that are coming up with the Greater Keller Chamber of Commerce, a little glance back, but things that you can look forward to no matter when you're tuning in, because the Greater Keller Chamber of Commerce is all about connecting businesses. So let's just jump right in. Welcome, welcome. I mean, you've got so much on your plate, so thank you for clearing it for just a little bit to be in studio. And thank you for the ribbon cutting.
2, 3.
That was so exciting to have Real News of the podcast. And we had a Grinchmas. I had my son, spoiler alert, Caleb was the Grinch, and he had the opportunity to jump on the mic and host our ribbon cutting in a way that would bring in Greater Keller Chamber members and surrounding businesses to be interviewed. But, you know, it can be a little intimidating to have the microphone and all the cameras and the lights. And I just wanted to have fun with it. And Caleb was a perfect host to get to know some of our Greater Keller Chamber members and other surrounding businesses. And you were fantastic. We played trivia.
Is a little bit of Christmas trivia. I'm not the biggest fan of Christmas, but I've been told by my publicist that I need to get into the holiday spirit, whatever that means. So our first question is, in which country is Lapland?
Lapland?
Lapland.
Australia.
Incorrect, but good guess.
These questions were a little difficult.
We wanted them to, but I'm sure you weren't thinking about anything other than, am I going to get this answer right versus all of the cameras and the lights and everything? Because you're very candid and fun. And he said Bev was wonderful. So,
well, thank you.
So she's back. And so glad to have you. So tell me, catch me up. What have I missed? Because I've been out on maternity leave and I'm excited to be an ambassador with the Greater Keller Chamber. I've been so plugged in. But then here I am on maternity leave and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've missed so much. What have we been up to?
Well, we've had a lot of things going on since the first year, actually. We launched a number of new programs. We launched our quarterly breakfast called Boost Professional.
Ooh, Boost Professional.
It is hosted by Lacey McLeod with Talent Uplifted and Arlen Gold with Community Impact.
Fabulous. Love that.
And they already had their first one, getting ready to have a second one next month. The first one, I believe they talked about social media. It was just a chance for them to bring people in and share some of their expertise. We also launched our Brown Bag of Business Strategy, sponsored by Rideau Law Firm. That is actually a free 10-month class offered to chamber members, and it's $50 for non-chamber members. They meet once a month and they have different topics. The first one was the corporate tax strategy. This month is copyrights and trademarks.
Wow.
And again, that's a free to our members and $50 for non-members, but it's a great opportunity one-on-one with lawyers talking about stuff that you really kind of need to know as a small business owner. And I know that you're aware of this, but in case people aren't aware of it, we're about 50% 5-employee and less home-based businesses are nonprofits. So we truly are a mom and pop small business type of chamber, which I absolutely love because it really gives us an opportunity to know our community.
Yes.
People are kind of unaware what is the Greater Keller Chamber. I always tell people we're loosely the boundaries of Keller ISD. So Alliance Town Center, we have a lot of businesses over there that are members. In addition to Keller, South Lake, Roanoke, we really welcome anybody that has a vested interest in our area. And some of the other things we did have, this is our 45th anniversary. We were founded in 1979.
45 years.
Yes. So we just in February celebrated our awards, recognizing some of our businesses and community members. And we actually did a 70s rewind, celebrating 45 years of chamber excellence.
I can't believe I missed this. Okay, so
that was a lot of fun.
Some pictures.
We have lots of great pictures, a lot of people dressed up. We took it as an opportunity. We had a police officer that passed from pancreatic cancer, Brenda Slovak, and we've always had a volunteer award in her name. This year, we actually renamed it and made it a Community Impact Award, and we recognized the city manager, Mark Hafner, who was retiring after 40-some-odd years in public service. So that was really nice to not only recognize someone who's been very supportive of the chamber, but also of our community. So that was happening. This Sunday coming up, we have our Kids Camp Expo.
Yes,
Yeah.
I attended that last year. So great.
It is
to
a
figure out what
fabulous
to do
event.
with the kids. I can't
Exactly.
believe summer is right around the corner already. Where are we going to put our kids? Let's go to the Summer Camp Expo. And you can just jump from booth to booth, bring your kids. And it's a fun way to really get the kids plugged in and figure out, okay, what do you want to do this summer? Okay, mommy wants to put you in this. But then they run over to something that has animals or whatever. And it's like, oh, okay, well, maybe I could put you in the gymnastics or whatever that, they're attracted to that you wouldn't think about. I think there was a video production one that I saw for Caleb, and he is just at that age of kind of aging out to where he could be like a little camp counselor as a incoming high schooler. But
Yeah, no, actually this year, we have the creature teacher coming back again.
yes,
They won't
they're
have
so
the
fun.
sloth this year, but last year they had a baby kangaroo, which I kind of hoping that comes back.
So cute.
But we have some food trucks coming out, a lot of the same vendors that you saw last year. But it is an excellent opportunity to try to figure out what you're doing, especially with your younger kids.
Yes.
It is from 1 to 4 at KCAL at 301 Bercy, Keller Center for Advanced Learning. We love using that facility. So that's happening.
And I'll just mention that that's so helpful for the business community, right? For those that are, promoting their services for taking care of kids for the summer and the summer programs and all of that, but also where to put the kids when you're at work, and that will really enrich their lives and not feel like school, but have fun along the way,
And it's free.
And it's free.
It's free for the community to attend. That's
I love
important.
it. I love it.
In April, we're doing a nonprofit showcase at our monthly luncheon because we do have 58 nonprofits that are part of the chamber. And we love plugging in with our nonprofits. And we're a nonprofit ourselves, but it is nice because they're truly supporting our community. So anything that we can give them an opportunity to get out in front of the community and show what they can do. So that's coming up. In May, we have our first signature event, which is Fired Up.
Yes, very popular.
It's very, very popular. It's on May 9th. It's an evening of steak, cigars, and spirits at Landscape Systems, right there next to the Bowden. It is an excellent way to get out and just enjoy the evening. It's a beautiful venue. The food's phenomenal. Woody's is coming back as our caterer. We have the Drayson Mobile Bar being our bartenders. We have Still Austin being our whiskey sponsor, coming out and bringing some of their spirits. So we're really excited about that event. Summertime's a little bit quiet. We have our networking groups that are always going. So we have New Era Networking that meets every Tuesday morning from 8:30 to 9:30 at DeVivo Bros restaurant. And if you've ever been, it's like 40 to 50 people, very diverse group and very engaged group, but it's an opportunity for you to make some connections.
How is that networking event structured?
It is actually very loosely structured. It is not one where we come in and bring speakers. We actually give the people that are there the opportunity to get up and talk about their business and what's going on and introduce themselves. So it's truly kind of what I consider a speed networking event. You're getting to meet a lot of people in a very short period.
Okay, what if I'm nervous and I'm just not that outgoing and I have a new business and I'm like, oh, are they?
That's where I actually encourage people that are interested in joining the chamber. I encourage them to go to that networking event. They are extremely welcoming. You'll find some of our ambassadors there, like yourself, that really take a moment to get to know people. And that's important. When you're a member of the chamber, it's about helping you make connections.
Yeah.
I made that comment earlier, but our mission statement is to be where the local businesses and the community connect. And we truly believe in that. But to be a member of the chamber, you do have to step out a little bit of your comfort zone so that you can make those connections and those relationships that will help you build your business.
Give me some advice. I know on paper that sounds great, but okay, so I'm nervous. How do I articulate myself when I stand up and I say, hi, I'm Sarah, and I do all these things and I'm trying to shovel this all in and then I'm tripping over my words and making a mess of myself. What advice do you have for someone that's coming in that's new to articulate themselves professionally and be able to stand up? How much information do I give, or just enough to kind of generate some interest for my business and services and so on and so
I think
forth?
that's something you grow. Everyone's supposed to have like the 5-minute elevator pitch. I encourage you to have a 2-minute. Hi, I'm Sarah. I am with Real News and I'm just getting plugged in. Always say you're a newbie. Everybody was a newbie at one point in time.
Yes.
Everybody had the first time they came to this event. So just say, I'm new. I'm really glad to be here. We offer XYZ. You should be able to speak about your business XYZ, very succinct, what you do, and leave it at that. People are going to come up and talk to you. And then the next time you get up, you can expand a little bit more when you have a little bit more in your comfort zone. But it's always about having that 2 to 5 minute introduction for yourself. And it doesn't have to be super in-depth. Just give the high level. If I was to Google your business, what would you want me to search and what would you want to come up. And that's how you should start building your elevator pitch.
Okay.
Like,
throw in a little keywords in there. We do public relations, everything from love that. Public relations. See, I'm going to trip all over myself and hit microphones and VMS. Public relations to podcasting, and would love to talk to you.
Would love to talk to you. Bring your business cards. Bring your business cards. Bring your business cards.
Okay.
And also, as a member of the chamber, you can put it in our office, your business cards in our office. You're listed on our website. People look you up on the directory and help find you. And it's really surprising. You're like, and you don't even think about it. You're like, oh, who is that lady I met that does pod? Oh, and they'll go to I met her at the New Era Networking, and then they can find you on our chamber website.
Fantastic. And let's plug the chamber website.
Yes. Oh, www.kellerchamber.com. It's open to the public. We'd love anybody to use it to connect with our chamber members and also to see our event calendars, what's going on. 99% of our stuff is open to the public. We do have a few things that we'll do that are just, we have a 9 at 9, which is designed for our chamber members to come in and meet with one of the two of us in the office to really sit down and learn about the benefits of being part of the chamber and make sure that they're utilizing the benefits to the best fits their business. So a few things like that, but almost everything else is open. There might be a difference in pricing if there's a price associated with it, but we're about the community. So going back to our networking.
Yes.
We have a women's networking group that meets once a month. We have a men's networking group called Mastermind Men that's now meeting twice a month over at Genie Rocket with Brad Parnell.
Awesome.
And they actually just started in February. It was supposed to be once a month, but they love the concept so much they're meeting twice a month. Again, you don't have to be a chamber member. We'd love for you to join us. We have a real estate roundup, which is sponsored by a couple of with Jamie Tenpenny Realty and then a couple of other people at Outpost 36 once a month. So we have a lot of networking groups that you can plug yourself into, and we encourage you to. That's how you build your businesses, by making relationships. There's very few businesses in this world that can thrive without having relationships.
Very well said. So we've got the events, we've got the networking. Anything else with the Greater Keller Chamber?
Well, in the fall, we have a lot of fun stuff going on, too. We have our annual golf classic, which is always a great time at Sky Creek Ranch. We do have the Women Inspiring Success and Empowerment conference that we have in October, which I highly encourage women to come to. It's a very uplifting event. It's half a day. It's a great time to be connecting with really strong business leaders, female business leaders in the local area. And then we have Wine and Jazz. Wine and Jazz is a taste of Keller. So we get to showcase a lot of our local restaurants, and that's fabulous. And Two Brothers Winery. It's a great evening out, great way to maybe wine and dine some of your customers. But we really do have a lot of fun things like that. And then we do a lot of giving back to our community. We participate in the Back to School Drive with Keller ISD. We have a lot of our members. We do an angel tree at Christmas that we sponsor for some of our nonprofits. So yes, we just have a lot of things going on.
So much going on. Share with me how to become a member. I know I can go to some of these events, but what does it mean to be a Greater Keller Chamber member? Do I get something to put on my website and maybe a sign on my door and I'm a part of the Greater Keller Chamber? What are some of those markers that say, hey, I'm an established Greater Keller Chamber business?
So a couple of things. First off, it's real easy to join. You can go through our website. It's a one-page application. We're what we call a fair share chamber, in the sense that our dues are your investment in our chamber is based on your full-time employees, starting from $225 up to $800. With that comes a ribbon cutting. If you are not a brick and mortar, we do multi-business ribbon cuttings every quarter, which we celebrate those home-based businesses. Because by doing a ribbon cutting, you're advertising that we're out.
Yes.
You get a banner that goes with that. You get a nice plaque. You go on our directory. So we do a print directory once every 18 months, but we have our online directory, again, back at our website, www.keller.chamber.com, and go check it out. And the nice thing about that is that that's what we call a click-through. So when you pull up Real News, it'll bring up your business information, but that it has a link. And if they click on your name, it goes straight to your website. If you have any social media, you can put that through our database called our Chamber Master database. You can put images on there. But again, it's a click-through. So if you have everything up to date, they'll be able to look you up, say, oh, I want to do a podcast. Oh, they do a podcast. I can click on them and it's going to take it straight to your website. So that's one of the benefits. Some of the other benefits we have that most people don't realize, which is kind of important for smaller businesses, is you can use our chamber office, our conference room. And we have a lot of people come in when they need to do job interviews or they want to do training for their staff. But Andy's, we see Andy's frozen custard quite often. They come and use our office to do their training offsite because they don't really have the location at their restaurant. So we have some of that. Also, we help promote your events as a member of the chamber. You can send us stuff and we'll promote it. We have a weekly newsletter that goes out, and anybody can sign up for that to kind of keep up with what's going on in the chamber. I encourage you to, because it's a great way to see what ribbon cuttings you have going on. We do partner, especially with the city of Keller, with ribbon cuttings. We have one today. We have another one tomorrow. We're averaging anywhere from 6 to 8 ribbon cuttings a month, which
awesome.
is great. We're about 510 members, so we're a solid mid-sized chamber. Lots of connections, lots of ways to engage, and a lot of resources also for you. When you look at things and you're looking for, like, you see a lot of people, like, they come in and they meet somebody in the chamber that's maybe a financial advisor, and then they make that connection. Or they need to have roofing, and they've met somebody who has a roofing company through a networking event, and they use them. So we see a lot of that. They're like, oh, I'm now their customer, and oh, I'm now their customer. And that's what you really want to see, because that's how we keep our business community thriving.
I absolutely love that. I just love the energy that all of our ribbon cuttings and events and everything going on. There's just such a positive, vibrant business community that I'm so proud to be a part of.
Well, I was very grateful for you. Last fall, you helped us do a Shop Local campaign.
Yeah.
And that's very important because we want our dollars reinvested back into our community. Because our business owners are our neighbors. They are, the coaches of our softball and baseball teams, and they're giving back to our community as well. So it's very important to me that we keep reinvesting in our community. We also do a lot of partnerships with the local school district. I have a number of my members that have interns from the school district. They serve on the CTE board for KCAL. They do scholarships, and because that's our future. That's our future workforce. So the more we invest in them, the better we're going to be, 5-10 years from now. My daughter, my 17-year-old, always reminds me she's going to be the one that's making the decision what nursing home I go into. And so I want to make sure she's very well educated so that I end up in a very nice nursing home.
So fun. And plug the family. Tell me all about your family and a little bit more about you.
So I've been married to my husband almost 25 years. We met in the military. I'm retired Navy and my husband's retired Marine Corps.
Thank you both for your service.
My pleasure. We both started off enlisted, and we were selected for commissioning programs, and we ended up at North Carolina State, which is where we met. And then both went on to be officers. We have 2 daughters. I have a freshman who's at the University of Georgia, living her best life. I have a 17-year-old that goes to Keller High School, very involved in the fine arts. She's in choir, show choir, and does theater stuff. So we're in the middle of looking for colleges for her, trying to figure out what her next steps are. And we've been in Keller since 2011. Very happy we made the move. My girls have gone through Keller ISD. It's my community. I know my neighbors. That's about. I'm originally from Norman, Oklahoma. I'm a diehard Sooner fan, but I graduated from North Carolina State, who just recently beat UNC in basketball, which is very exciting. But so
that's you. And we're so lucky to have you with the Greater Keller Chamber and just so thankful. So let's plug our website one more time.
www.kellerchamber.com.
And make sure, don't hesitate, rush over there, see all the upcoming events. Again, if you're viewing this here, in a few months, there are so many things being added to the calendar. And from our heart to yours, check it out, the Greater Keller Chamber of Commerce. And we can't wait to see you again, Bev. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much.
All right, that's all we have today. We'll see you next time on Talk Town.
show is brought to you by Real News Communications Network, your digital destination for video podcasts, produced by media and podcast experts. Podcasting at the speed of news, powered by Real News PR. Visit realnewscn.com for our podcast show library and launchashow.com to do just that, launch a show.
Thank you.